Hello everyone, my name is Naledi Mfoloe and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the latest edition of the African Diaspora News channel, where we unravel the stories that shape our world and our communities. Today we dive deep into the currents of information, from the pulse of politics to the heartbeat of entertainment. We've got it all covered, so please stay tuned for a news experience like no other. Today we dive into a pivotal moment in history, one that reshaped the fabric of a nation and illuminated the path towards justice and equality. Now our focus turns to South Africa, which is a country celebrated for its transition from harsh realities of apartheid to what was envisioned as the Rainbow Nation. Now, this is a term used to describe the diversity and the unity in South Africa. Now, it's been 3 decades since South Africa broke through the shackles of apartheid, which is a system of institutionalized racial segregation and discrimination that left persisting scars on the nation. Now, the end of this regime was marked by hope, the kind that lights up the dark, promising a future fused together by fairness and understanding. Yet, according to social justice advocate Lovelane Nwandeyi, speaking on South Africa's big debate, the narrative surrounding the Rainbow Nation is one flawed with inconsistency, according to her.
We forget that white people today have the option of tapping out, right? So you can sing Jabulani and you can dance, but then you can also remove yourself from the lived experiences of the culture that you're trying. I'm sorry, I'm speaking from the culture that you're trying to represent. That doesn't make you a bad person. It's just the truth of the situation. And I think in South Africa, this is really what the conversation needs to be about. We need to talk about, why did apartheid end? Why did colonialism end? It didn't end because people's perspectives and behavior changed. It ended because it was expensive. It ended because white people couldn't travel anymore. It ended because they couldn't go and play sport, because entertainment for white people was over. Therefore, they needed to bring equality. That's not, we need to be honest. We must be honest about this. So for me, when we want to have this conversation, it's easy to say, let's talk about the Rainbow Nation. Of course, you can look forward if your life was never tainted by the experience of apartheid. Of course, you can look forward. It's not the same. And that's the experience of being black, constantly having to reconcile your existence, reconcile your humanity, and demand respect and demand a level of humanity, as opposed to what other people just get automatically by being white. That's the reality. You don't have to label it as racism if you don't want to, but it is what it is.
All right.
I think more than anything, I love how Lovelane dissects the notion that the end of apartheid meant an instant leveling of the playing field for all South Africans, which is not true. I mean, while apartheid did end, the socio-economic inequality, the educational inequalities, and the overall segregation still are evident over the supposed rainbow, right? And a focal point of Lovelane's discourse hits particularly hard for me, which is, while white South Africans, who are the beneficiaries of the apartheid regime's privileges, can remove themselves from the ongoing struggles for true equality, black South Africans remain tied up to it. Now, this inequality is not merely a matter of choice, but rather systematic division that still perpetuates the cycle of disadvantage in our communities. And the luxury of removal that Lovelane describes is evident in the day-to-day lives of many South Africans, where one group navigates the world with ease granted by historical privilege. We do have another that grapples with the legacy of centuries of oppression, which is a testament to the unfinished business of dismantling the apartheid remains. Now, the term Rainbow Nation evokes a sense of unity in diversity, a harmonious coexistence amid difference. Yet, as Lovelane points out, the reality is striking contrast to the ideal. The rainbow is broken, its colors distinct but separate, right? Mirroring a society striving for integration yet obstructed by persistent inequalities. Now, her words serve as a call for reflection and action. The dialogue she propels forward is not one of pessimism, but of potential, which is a challenge to acknowledge the deep-seated issues that lurk beneath the surface and to commit to addressing them, right? And I do think that this is a reminder that the journey towards true equality and reconciliation is ongoing, demanding jointed efforts from all citizens. As we reflect on Lovelane's thought-provoking insights, let us ponder on our roles within the tapestry of society. Can we move beyond the fabric of a scenic rainbow nation to confront and rectify the real and pressing issues? And as we close today, let the dialogue continue within our communities and within ourselves, for the soul of South Africa